Imagine if we could take every movie, every book, and every piece of knowledge ever created and store it in something so tiny you wouldn't even see it. What if I told you that the entire internet, every website, every video, every piece of data could fit inside a single test tube? It sounds impossible, right? But scientists have already done it, and the results might change the future of data storage forever. But here's where things get really crazy. What if this technology falls into the wrong hands? Could DNA itself be hacked? Stick around, because the truth about DNA data storage might shock you. Let's dive in. Every second, 2.5 million gigabytes of data are created worldwide. That's enough to fill 10 million smartphones every single second. And the problem? We're running out of space. Hard drives and SSDs take up too much physical space. Cloud storage? It's just someone else's computer. And it still needs massive data centers that use up energy. USBs, disks, and external drives degrade over time and become useless. So what if we could store all the world's data in something that lasts for thousands of years? This is where DNA storage comes in. And it's not just a theory, it's already happening. You've probably heard that DNA is the code of life. It stores all the instructions to build and run a living thing. But what if I told you we could use that same DNA to store digital files? Here's how it works. First, convert digital data into binary code, zeros and ones. Next, translate the binary code into DNA's language, A, T, C, G, the 4 DNA bases. Synthesize actual DNA strands that contain the encoded data. Store the DNA in tiny glass vials, which last for thousands of years. To retrieve the data, scientists use sequencing technology to read the DNA and convert it back into a digital file. Sounds like science fiction? It's already been tested. Scientists have successfully stored a movie, an operating system, and even an entire book inside DNA. Harvard researchers stored 50,000 words of a book in DNA back in 2012. Microsoft and the University of Washington stored a high-definition music video in DNA in 2016. And here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. Massive storage capacity. A single gram of DNA can store 200 petabytes of data. That's 200 million gigabytes. Imagine fitting an entire Netflix library into a droplet of water. Longevity. DNA doesn't degrade like hard drives. It can last for thousands of years if stored properly. Eco-friendly. Unlike massive data centers that need huge amounts of electricity, DNA storage requires almost zero power once the data is encoded. But with great power comes great risks, and this is where things get dangerous. Hacking DNA. Could someone steal your data? Or worse, if data can be stored in DNA, could hackers one day steal or manipulate genetic information? Imagine a world where DNA-based cyber attacks exist, cloning and genetic editing. If DNA storage technology advances, could we store human memories? Could we recreate a person's consciousness? The ethical questions are endless. Access and control. Who will own this technology? Governments? Corporations? Could DNA storage be weaponized? The possibilities are both exciting and terrifying. Where is this technology headed? Scientists believe that in the next 10 to 20 years, DNA data storage could become a mainstream solution. Companies like Microsoft and Google are already investing in it. But the real question is, should we? Would you trust your personal data to be stored in DNA? Or does this sound like the start of something far more dangerous? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more futuristic science and tech videos. See you in the next one.